I'd be playing the games anyways I have for years. It's just that now I'm going to share it, and maybe other people can get some enjoyment out of it, which is pretty cool, I think. Okay, let me see if are there any other questions that people ask. Well, I gave you a little bit of background if there's anything else you want. So basically, when you do a 12-minute video, it takes you maybe a half hour to render it, another 20 minutes. I've got a high-speed connection. Oh, gotta put it on. I got a high-speed connection, so it doesn't take me that long to upload. But just to give you a ballpark figure, basically, and of course the speed of your connection and the equipment you have, the computer, it's gonna differ, okay, with everybody. But with what I've got, it takes about an hour to do a 12-minute video. You know, let's say you shoot it for 12 minutes. You end up with a 15 gigabyte. You render it down to less than 1, and then you upload it. So about an hour. So it gives you an idea. Now, you know, like everything else, I was thinking, well, how can I streamline the process? For two reasons. Either I can put more content up, or I can do it in a shorter period of time, okay? And the luxury I have is I've got 2 auxiliary hard drives, and I've got 2 computers. So what I'll do is, let's say right now I video to one hard drive, let's say H. Okay, and I have I on the other computer, okay? And it's rendering and uploading. So that moves it along. Let's say it takes an hour, right? On a 10-hour day, I can upload and render 10 videos with the other computer and play whatever game and shoot whatever I want on this one, okay? My main computer, okay? So that kind of gives you an idea. Okay, I'm gonna stop the tractor here because I'm sure I haven't been keeping up. I'm not keeping up with the. Now, what do I have in there? Yeah, okay, I was empty. I couldn't remember if this was wheat or. Yeah, I gotta unload this more often. But. So right now, I figure they got the little seeder, the 3-meter seeder, and the little, I don't know, I call it a little disc or whatever that is. That's not going to do it. So we'll get the 9-meter unit, okay? After that, I think we'll concentrate on a newer combine. Okay, you know, this is Texas big fields. You know, we need to be efficient, and look at it. This is nice for what it is. Remember, I don't like to trample on the product, so I'll do that as little as I can. This is nice, but here's the weaknesses. It doesn't hold enough, so that I've got to go chasing more times, which keeps me from doing other things, okay? Number 2 is it doesn't cut wide enough. Number 3 is it's not as fast as a newer, okay? So for those three reasons, this becomes important. So we got to seed and put the product. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it right down to the end. Hopefully it can go all the way up and down. Yeah, we got to seed the fields. If I went with a 3-meter, it would take me forever. So that makes it efficient, and then a more efficient combine. If I was just going to have these 2 pieces, I could live with that combine, no problem. But we know what the goal is, right? Equivalent to a couple thousand acres. So that's going to take, eventually I can see 2 or 3 combines being used, okay? So that's the kind of operation we're looking for. Biogas, we're going to load that up with corn and stuff like that. We're going to do the biogas, okay? So we're going to do a bunch of things. And cattle, I mean, I want to have several hundred cattle on a couple of fields, okay? So, I mean, because when it's all said and done, this is a ranch. It's a cattle ranch. That's our main, you know, which more so years ago than today, it was a cattle ranch, okay? Now, we're going to have milking herd, okay? But I think I downloaded this one mod, and it's more like beef cows, okay? Which Texas is about. And I think you can buy them and then put them out and whatever. I'm not sure because I haven't really used the mod, and I'm not going to do it right away, okay? But at some point, and there's some horses in the mod, I guess. But I'm pretty sure you have to buy it. So the thing is, we got to make enough money to buy the cattle, the horses. If we do sheep, we'll have to have money, plus buying the land and upgrading the equipment. So we've got a lot on our plate. Okay. In the meantime, the bank called and they says they won't give me a lot because I blew all my money buying the ranch off my uncle. But come and talk to them; they'll give me some money, okay, to help me get started. So we'll do that when we get a chance. Oh, another nice thing about the new combine, up on the right here, it would tell me how full it is. So it would alert me to when I have to, when I have to unload it and stuff, which is a nice feature that this one doesn't have. I'll tell you what, when you look at the map, watch this. Let me stop this. When you look at the map, you go, oh, this is what we own, 21 and 23, okay? You say, they're small. So when you look at it right now, you go, nice sized field, this is a big field. But if you look, compared to fields in Texas, these are considered small fields. So, just give an idea. They're nice, they look big, but they're considered small. The thing is, if we want to run the equivalent of a couple thousand acres eventually, we're going to need a lot and the biggest equipment available. So that's kind of. So we play the small farm where you can get away with little stuff. But on this, it's going to be more. And when it's all said and done, thankfully, two things will happen, right? We'll plant and harvest a lot more product, right? And make a lot more money. Flip side, we're going to need a lot, very expensive equipment. And when we expand, the land's going to be very expensive. So that's kind of the two edges, the two edges on that sword, okay? So look at it, it'll be challenging. I like that, and I like the strategy part, What do you do? How efficient are you? And are you making the right decisions to get where you want to be, So that's kind of... Okay. And then, look at it, I'll have you all along to laugh at me or critique me. So it's great. That's the whole part of doing this. Okay. Now, a lot of people just... They just do the video, They don't comment. I just think, well, I've been watching videos off and on for years. And I've watched them without commentary. New games come out or whatever, and I want to see the game, and no problem. But I found myself after a while only wanting to see stuff with commentary if I could find it. And then I would settle for none. So it goes to show you. I think that most people feel that way. I don't know. I guess it's funny when people do stupid things. I guess, we say and do. We're full. But it's just, I don't know. I got to the point where I don't watch TV anymore. I would rather watch somebody playing a game or some kind of video on the internet. So, And if you guys are the same way, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, watch enough videos, and pretty soon you might not be watching a whole lot of TV. I don't know, it's more interesting. Because remember, every situation, every person, everything is different. Where you start having some of these series on TV, at least for me. And after a while, it gets boring, It's a little bit different, but it's kind of the same thing. Plus, they're never going to be as funny as people are in real life. I don't think. In real life, people will do it. Oh, in addition to that, you know what I'll do? I'll do some videos on anything I learn, whatever game I'm playing, whatever I learn, like here, whatever I learn to edit, whatever. I'll do a few videos whatever I do with, let's say, this whole experience of doing commentary, I'll share. And so I'll do some how-to videos and stuff like that. In addition to that, I want to do little clips just about the game, like the ones I did a couple years ago. If you watch those, the only thing is I'm not going to put copyrighted music on and stuff because I understand a little bit more about that, and YouTube certainly. In fact, I'll tell you what. This week I had 6 things tagged by YouTube. But here's the good news, and I really appreciate YouTube for doing this. The latest one I put in, I what do you call it? I didn't admit to anything. Wow, there's a word that's failing me. But anyways, I fought everyone that's not true. 3 of them were sounds, and they claimed they were music. They were just sound, a truck backing up, a birdie tweeting, and the sounds of a tractor. Okay, so whatever software they're using, I mean, it's got its weakness. But here's what I'm impressed with YouTube. Remember, I have no experience with this. 5 of them they've already removed, and the latest one I put in. And what you do is you put in what you think. Like in 3 cases, I was playing. What game was I playing? Anyways, Fallout. I was playing Fallout New Vegas. Okay, and I turned the music off the game because I didn't want to get into a problem. Okay, but if you walk into a saloon or something, for ambience purposes, to make it realistic, they'll have and this is like taking place in this is stuff like from the 50s and 60s, right? Because that's when the nuclear war happened. So they'll have a radio in the background playing an old tune, from the 50s and 60s. And if you're doing a video and you go inside, right, then you're picking up that music, but you have no control. You can't turn it off. Bethesda has already paid for the rights, so I put that down there. They've got like 5 or 6 things you could check why you feel you're not involved.